Golden hour is a great time for capturing portraits, and it turns out planes too. Enjoy these landings and takeoffs at Manchester Airport during golden hour. Welcome to another flight. Now, our original intention when we went to film was actually to do some testing. We've got some new equipment and some new settings that we wanted to try out, so we purposely went for some of the smaller planes just to have a good test of everything. And well, we ended up really liking the shots that we got. They look, in my opinion anyway, really good. So we thought we'd share them with you. There are a few technical issues in a few places. So, it's not perfect, but hopefully you'll enjoy it anyway. Here's the A321 with the Neo engines on the BA. Beautiful. Also, apologies for some of the background noise. Obviously, there's more than just us there. And obviously a lot of people get excited about planes, so it's something you just have to take into account. Vueling has just arrived. Beautiful little plane. Oi loco. 14-year-old Airbus A319. When I was editing this video, I realised we had 5 EasyJet planes in succession. So I've done my best to clip a lot of them out, which is tough because some of the shots looked great, but pretty sure you don't want to sit watching multiple EasyJets one after the other, so I picked the best. Lufthansa. Your second EasyJet, possibly third. I wasn't really counting. One slight difficulty with filming in golden hour is obviously we're filming from the far end of the runway where they're landing, i.e. where you're looking at now, to the complete opposite end, which obviously is where the sun is. So exposing the planes in the darker areas where they are now means that it's a toss-up of do you expose for the majority of it or do you expose when the planes are near the sun. So some of the shots, certainly on the later shots where they're taken off from runway 23 left, some of the shots are a little bit overexposed. But again, these were test shots, so it's something that we sort of look at and adapt from in the future. And as I promised, another EasyJet. Loganair. We had another Loganair, which I think unfortunately I've taken out, which was their pride jet, which looked really cool, and was parked in the private area. But unfortunately, there was quite a lot of screaming in that clip, and I didn't think you'd want to sit listening to it, so it got cold. And I'd have her EasyJet. No offense to EasyJet. Tell you what though, it was quite refreshing just spending Sunday afternoon doing these shots, because pretty much most of our previous videos we've been out either really early in the morning or late at night, freezing cold, pouring rain, stormy conditions, getting absolutely battered by the wind and by the rain, and been soaked through and freezing cold. So it was quite nice just to have a calm day of filming in decent conditions, in daylight. It's been good. An 8-year-old Turkish Airlines Airbus A321 now landing. Looking gorgeous in the golden hour sun. Interesting to note how long it had its reverse thrusters open for. Usually I like to track them until they've closed them, and this one just kept going and going and going, and then eventually, no, yep, now closing. Whew. Yeah, I could probably have cut a few more of these EasyJets out in hindsight. Never mind. It looks good. I love the slow down shot because you can see the tail fins of the other planes waiting to go. And every time I see them, they just look like Jaws. Love the reverse thrusters on these planes, especially on the EasyJet, because the orange, it just looks like Iron Man's suit, like his arms or something, like some kind of like missiles are going to come flying out all of a sudden. Tap. Embraer E190, 15 years old. I was thinking the other day, actually, what age of a plane would make you anxious to be on it? Because I know, obviously, there are planes that do multiple trips a day. So they might be 6 years old, but they've done a lot, versus a plane that's like 20 years old, but has only done one a day or whatever. But what age makes you a bit... I think I was on one, a Jet 2 plane, a 757, that still had Chinese branding on the inside. That was like 35 years old. And I was sat on it thinking, this is as old as I am. A 1-year-old Boeing 737 MAX 8. It is proper golden hour now, and it looks amazing. Here's another EasyJet, now taking off from runway 23 left. Filmed the entire taxi, but I thought you wouldn't want to sit and watch the whole thing, so we sped it up a bit. So it's not going that fast in real life, obviously. Are you okay? Okay. Brussels. Oos. Year-old A319. The polka dot plane. We had Vueling and Ryanair taxi in, and I could see there was, I think, an Aer Lingus about to land as well. And I was egging it on. I was like, come on, come on, come on. Get in the shot, come on. And it did. Vamos, Vueling. Ed, 18-year-old Boeing 737-800. Losing the light. Filming planes is kind of like Pokemon. I feel like I need to film them all. And you get to a point where you're like, right, I need to stop now. Oh, there's another one coming. I'll just film that one. Oh, this one's about to take off. I'll just film this one. I find it very hard to just stop. But then I know I'm going to get home and have a lot of editing to do. We hope you enjoyed this flight. Proof you don't always need the big jets to have a good time, but check this connected flight if you want to see some. Let us know what you thought of this video and what you'd like to see more of. Until the next one, cheerio!